Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Cafe d'Arcadia. My name is Sagar. I'm one of the two owners of the Cafe d'Arcadia. How is everyone doing? Yes, we are playing Elden Ring today, Chaotic. How you doing, bud? It's been a little while. By the way, I see Torres. I see Amar. How are you guys all doing? I, obviously, I see my wife, Lorelai, got first again. But yes, I am playing Elden Ring today. We did not play on Monday because we had some storms coming through and it was not too great for us to stream, so we did not. So I'm using my Wednesday goal day to work on this. I am so excited that I got Code Vein done last night. Um, I was not expecting it to go 8 hours, but you know how it is. However, before I get too far down the road, let me get the timer started. And yes, I know I haven't been doing Power Hour lately, but we were up to like almost, like we were at like 40 something hours. I'm sorry, like we were up there. So, when it gets down to 2 hours, we will do our Power Hour, our Super Power Hour as usual. But again, remember, it is optional. We appreciate the support, but do not put yourself at financial risk just to show us some support. I just want to make that clear because I know I know how it is. So, all right. That being said, uh, we're in Liurnia. We're the Raya Lucaria Academy of Liurnia in the lands between. And I will tell you this: we have 19 levels that are currently floating and available for me to use and abuse. But I don't have the runes to do that right now. So I am not 100%ing the game, but I am playing through I'm kind of going wherever I want, but the challenge of this chaotic is that I have a limited number of levels I can get per boss. I'm allowed only 3, and they have to be like the bosses that come up at the bottom of the screen. They cannot just count as invaders. So, like, I genuinely have to push. Can I just walk on past? I can. So this, I remember correctly, the seal teleports. So smaller bosses can help. Yes. The only problem right now, Chaotic, is I have currently 19 levels floating. Which means I have 19 levels I can get just kind of freely, but I don't have the runes to get right now. Be summoned to assist Yura? Sure, why not? And probably worth a good number of souls. So, defeat Bloody Finger Ravenmount Assassin. Oh, right, I gotta get back into the swing of this because I got so used to using Night Rain's controls. Oh no, okay, well, that's a dead. That's dead. Hey, rival. I wonder if I could try that again. I can. But I have to actually, you know, get over there in a timely manner. It's not gonna work, Suki. You actually have to. Thanks, Taurus. You actually have to put the word that you want. We'll fix that after the fight, but why can't I use my storm step? Oh, because this is not the. Are my arts glitched? Okay. So you want my emo outfit? You want this one? Okay. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, Stormcolor's not working. Hold on. Okay. That would be why. Ah, Yura, how you doing, bud? Had some stress earlier, but Guilty Gear OST cheered me up. Still considering Night Rain net, but now it's farther back on the burner.
Leave me be. Oh, it's you. Thanks for your help there.
Yeah, you're right, no problem, dude. You helped me with the dragon.
And now I'm finally rid of him. Here's a token of thanks. Please.
Well, hello.
Hello there.
I just got back.
Welcome back. Well, we are live.
To see you.
Hello, lovely people. Oh my god, the store was so busy.
How you doing, Cram?
The store was so busy, it's not even funny, and I'm sweating like a stuck pig, bro. I'm dripping sweat. It's disgusting. I don't like this.
Well, I know some people are into that, so I wouldn't describe it so viscerally.
It's like I feel disgusting.
I understand.
I'm sweating so hard. I don't like it, dude. For all you freaks out there, my feet are drenched in sweat.
Yes, so it is Crimson
think of that
Suki.
Mental image. Hello.
You have to understand. I had a friend earlier. Some of you may know his name. His name's Tristan. He was talking about because we were talking about the Uma Musume horse game, and he was talking about a specific because he's very deep into feet. Let me put it like this. And he's like, if I had one of those horse girls available to me, you would not be able to distinguish me from a Hoover vacuum cleaner because of my cosplay.
Disgusting.
Yeah, no, that's Tristan for you. He is one of those types of degenerates and does not care about it. And he's just, you just have to sit there and go, Tristan, I love you, but why, brother?
You can let your freak flag fly, just not around me. Not like that.
He won't care. He flies the freak flag wherever he wants. Can I start the elevator and then see if there's anything underneath it? Oh. Death, despair, and hopelessness is the only things underneath that elevator. How badly did I screw... Is there not a lever to pull it back down? There is a lever to pull it back down. Pull the lever, crunk. But yeah, no, today has been kind of just kind of an easy day. I've been playing the horse girl game. I got some help with it. Had some good times. I I have been very much favoring a couple specific horse girls, namely Mayano Tapgun and Agnes Tachyon and Maduzinski. And by the way, Crimson, these are all actual Japanese racing horse names. Yeah, Lorelai and I've been watching like the anime because they tell the story pretty accurately, except they turned all the horses into cute girls and then put them in a school setting. So it's called Uma Musume Pretty Derby. Huh. Okay. I remember this. I remember how like spooky Hogwarts was here, but you know I forgot how spooky Hogwarts was. And if you want to know why I call it Hogwarts, it's literally the school of sorcerers. Like, tell me I'm wrong. Secret passage ahead? Is this actually a secret passage? Or is this just me jumping? Because this looks like I'm just jumping to my death. I mean, there's a couple areas in this game where it's not, but you know. I'm gonna wager on the side of no horse ahead. Yeah, okay. I love Sorcerer Head, except if only I had a ranged battle. Don't I have some ranged weaponry? Actually ranged weaponry? Alright. I mean, I should qualify for, like, a bow or something. I don't even have a basic bow. I only have the crossbows. Huh. Well, looks like I'm sprinting up this bitch. There we go. Huh. Well, that was bad. Suki, are you not a femboy?
Why not?
Why not play into it?
Lean into it heavily. You get to make more money that way.
I mean that financially, yes, there are people who do, but that's purely being, you know, a little bit of a degenerate. I mean, people like Astolfo. I'm a big, strong dinosaur who likes wearing makeup. Okay, and Suki, a big, strong dinosaur that likes wearing maid outfits. And is what gender? My friend, you're not beating the allegations. In fact, you are not helping your case, like, at all. By the way, hi, Dev. I see you there. My pronouns are dinosaur. Okay, and if your dinosaur had to choose a mate, would they be receiving or would they be giving? Would thine dinosaur form be laying the eggs or fertilizing them? Good dinosaur. Because I can clearly say I'm going by any pronouns at the moment. Yeah, I put you in a weird situation, haven't I, Suki? Oh, it's the exploding magic zombies. Oh, shit. No. Bitch, you ate my mana. This isn't fate. I didn't choose the mana transfer with you. Both? Okay. So, then, by that technicality, Suki, you are both boy and female, right? I mean, Dev, you've seen me be very spankable already. Hi, my love. What do you mean?
When you were putting it together,
Oh, it was the power source. The power source wasn't. We didn't have enough pins.
it did.
Lorelai asked me a question. Yep. So. Yeah, no, Laura. We've been telling people about like how the computer was built and everything. I need to get that list from you again because for whatever reason my link keeps expiring to it. Because I know a friend of mine is looking to build a computer, and with how good this one is, Dev, and comparatively affordable, it's been a high recommendation. Ow. These magic eating zombies are awful. Okay, a little bit at a time, just kind of reap the soil. But Suki, does that answer?
I'm assuming my Wi-Fi did that funky thing again where you couldn't hear me.
Nope, could not hear you.
Sexy. I'm on my second electrolyte drink of the day because I was sweating so hard.
I can understand.
I feel like I'm dying.
You're probably not dying. You are drinking.
No. I am 2 seconds away from stripping butt naked.
Here on Twitch
sweating.
in the cafe for all to see. Crimson.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Free titty bar.
No, not on Twitch. Unfortunately.
Also, somebody already comes for the bar.
I am way ahead of you.
Hi, Deb. Oh, God.
I feel like that Swagger Souls moment. You know which one I'm talking about?
Which one?
Where he goes, fuck it, I'll do it.
You mean with Guinevere?
No, where he's like, you guys got in the way of my night. I was gonna jerk off and make myself a bologna sandwich, and then one of them, I think it was Smitty, says, well, why don't you just jerk off?
Okay, I haven't seen that one in
Yeah.
so long. I was thinking of like the actual like animation from way back when.
No. And he goes, you know what, fuck it, I'll do it. I feel like that right now.
You know, fair enough. Yeah, I'm waiting for Suki's response to my question to him. Because
I'm gonna turn the fan on.
Go ahead, turn the fan
Because
on.
AC is not enough.
Oh,
Life with
bitches.
pots, everybody. Life with pots.
Oh, it's it's the mannequins.
I don't like mannequins. Mm-mm.
They're called the battle mannequins. They have like 4 arms. They have like an iron cage for a torso, and they have like wear an iron cage for a mask. It's like they're not like the human mannequins.
Oh, so it's not like Uncanny Valley mannequins.
No. They're very clearly meant for like battle and such. They're not
Okay.
You can see the corpses on the floor here, Cran. They're not the Uncanny Valley type.
Okay, good, because I don't like Uncanny Valley.
No, the only mannequin in this game that is uncanny is Uncanny how hot she is. And her name is Ronnie.
Oh my god. Yeah, no. I don't do Uncanny Valley mannequins. That's how you get that's how you get flamethrowered. I will take a lighter, my Zippo, and a can of hairspray to you.
Well, you could ask me. I'll just pass you the Flammenwaffe.
The Flammenwaffe.
That works too.
Also, yeah, Dev, I went up until 2 a.m. We beat the Virginborn. And, yes, that's the name of the boss. So we completed Code Vein last night.
So did you rip and tear the new hymen?
Yes, I did.
Or through the hymen?
Yes,
Okay.
very clearly.
Rip and tear until it's done. Then we go back home and have some fun.
As you sang that, I had Isabel and Doom Guy stuck in my head at the same
Yeah.
time.
Good. Together we are. Wow.
I wish I could
so
understand
love
Doom
that
Guy's
launch
part
meme.
clearly enough that I could replicate it, but I can't. You know?
I kind of can, but it'll wreck my voice, but I can.
I'm just saying, I wish I could understand what he was
I just have
saying.
to remember his line. Oh, I can understand that shit perfectly.
Yeah, we are enraging Lucario, exactly. Yep, that's exactly it, Cass. How you doing, bud? Welcome to the limited levels run, by the way, bud. Where I'm only allowed 3 levels per boss, and I currently have 19 levels floating from all the bosses I've killed. And not enough runes to hit those levels. Okay.
Don't you dare touch dog meat.
Ooh, the Carrion Knight series. I love the Carrion Knight armor. And I actually, do I have enough equip load on this to wear it? And not be fat
Is
rolling?
playing Fallout.
Yeah,
Ah, hence the dog meat reference.
correct. A raider tried to hurt my friend, so I went apeshit.
I was about to say, didn't I just get the
Oh.
Carrion? I did. I can run it without... I can run it without being fat rolling. Hell yeah. I'm having
I
fun
like
with
getting
the
the
scythe,
mod
although...
You like to reap.
Yes, I like to reap and tear until it is done. And then eventually
Rip and tear until it's done.
Eventually, I will be using my favorite weapon in this game. After I get the free stat reset, which is the Sword of Night and Flame.
Sweet Jesus, Lord Almighty.
Yep. So Suki, my question for you was that you're by your own definition, you're saying you were both female and boy. That would, by definition, make you a femme boy.
A femme boy.
Okay, I don't think I can quite reach that elevator, so I'm gonna wait on that. I don't think I have the legs to do it.
I believe in you, Pooks.
Okay, I can summon here, which is kind of concerning. Okay. I've just been kind of... Nope, stop it. Get out from me.
Daisuke wants to
freaking
commit
Mana Eater.
war crimes. If you want to commit war crimes and not be charged,
And
go
the
play
dog
some
got
Hearts
me
of
because I
Iron.
couldn't hit it. No, Kaz, I'm not taking you to Hooters.
Yes, let's go to Hooters. Unironically, I love Hooters food.
Cass, you gotta understand. One of my artist friends wants me to found the assets for my 3D model here to have the Femboy Hooters outfit. You're not alone in that problem.
I have a Goth Hooters cosplay. I am not joking.
I know, I've seen it. You've sent it to me.
I know. know, it's great. I love it. It's one of my favorite
Oh,
cosplays
come
ever.
on. No, you get to go away. So yeah, so Kaz, you're not alone. I saw the art. It was great. It was really funny. But I understand. Let's see. See if I can kind of just skirt my way through a little bit at a time. Go get my runes back. But yeah. By the way, anyone who wasn't aware, yesterday was Canada Day.
Man! I want to say something, but I don't know that I can say it.
Oh my god, I forgot the arrow mannequins. And I've lost all those runes. I hate dogs in this game. I hate the dogs in this game. Dogs are just the worst in this game.
How dare you?
They are spindly, speedy little shits who eat your ankles and are unable to be hit by a lot of the major weapons.
You
What I'm
dare
hearing is
disrespect my Wessable? How dare you disrespect the Wessable?
what I'm hearing is mutated chihuahuas.
Pretty much.
Nugget!
And that's not even counting the fact that there's the you know, the mutated chihuahuas that actually, you know, are prowling Caelid.
That's interesting. I need counter space, and I don't have counter space right now, and I'm going to have an autistic meltdown, and everybody's going to hear it.
Then get some counter space.
I'm trying.
Oh, there we go. A little bit of breathing room. I had.
Whoa. Yoink. Oh, shit. It's good. We're good. Everything's fine.
And you're coming out of my camera to eat my face, and I don't appreciate that.
Coming out of my cage and I'm doing just fine. Got him. Yeah, because
Yes.
I wanted. Yes.
Ooh, I have the same treatment.
This is what you get for having an emo goth daughter, okay?
I know, little one. I know.
Wow,
you know, I
everybody
signed up for this
insisted
shit.
on taking it. That's fair.
Spectral Lance. Suki's like, I'm the better sibling. Okay, then why aren't you here with me?
My dad's favorite.
See, I have an excuse to disappear. I'm the wayward uncle, okay?
You are. You're the one that Tank likes to go hang out with.
So you're the funkle.
So fun, I have flame decals on my truck.
Okay, Guy Fieri, calm down.
I was literally about to say, okay, Guy Fieri, go get your flame T-shirt on and go run a market game. Anyways.
Beans, what the fuck?
God.
I'm having rice and beans for dinner.
I'm not allowed in because I'm controversial. You know. I look at Crimson sometimes. I'm like, you're pretty controversial as well.
I think out of the two of us, I'm more controversial.
Yeah, you're sometimes the problem child.
Fuck yeah, I am. I wear that shit loud and proud.
Nope. What? There's there should be like a vine ladder at the bottom. Oh, I don't remember. There should be a hole in the back.
You know, if you don't have a hole at the back, I'd be a little
Yeah,
worried.
Lorelai's asking me questions while in the middle of combat, and it's not a great time.
If you
Because
don't
I'm fighting
have
an
a hole in the
Onyx
back,
Lord
you
who
might
impaled me on his stick.
If you don't have a hole in the back, I recommend you go to a doctor ASAP because that's not good.
Okay.
Besides that, I also need a place to put my bunghole.
Your bunghole?
Bunghole.
Yes. Do you need TP for it?
No.
Crimson versus UCT, the most fucked up shit one could say. Yeah, you guys could go do that in a different Discord call.
The most fun, bro. You don't even want to know what I say.
I've heard it. You forget this.
Have you heard? Have you heard everything I say though?
No, well, obviously not. I'm not your husband.
Well, there you go. Ow! I just got hot French onion soup on me. Ow.
See? Karma.
Fine. Yeah, because he was supposed to take the pork ribs off the bone in my French onion soup and never did. So now I have to do it.
Yep, yes you do.
Luckily, it's mostly falling off the bone, which is good for me.
Mostly.
Yeah. I just have to take a butter knife and scrape some of
Oh
it
god,
off.
do I need to go down or do I need to stay up here? I feel like I have to go down at one point. Okay, just take a moment, collect myself, you know? Get
Ow,
everything
ow.
figured out.
God's bless,
Just
this is hot.
carefully push through. I can just find the
Nah,
next
fuck
grace. I will be in a good position. I can just assassinate a couple of these Ryan Lucarian nobles. How's that go? Let's see. There's a goodie
All
back
right.
here. Crystal dart. I feel like the crystal darts are used for something. I vaguely remember. Didn't expect teacher. This bitch dark
Fun
as
fact,
fuck.
everyone.
There we go.
Fun fact, if you cut human meat with pork, nobody will be able to taste the difference.
Crimson.
What?
No.
Yes. Come to Crimson's Road Stop Barbecue, the best damn meat you'll ever eat. Today's special, a guy named... Today's special pork Rubens.
God damn it. Not the line I wanted to hear today, but you know what? I'm going to smile and nod, everybody. Smile and wave, boys.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Okay. There's a boss this way? Wait a second. Have I already wandered my way into Radagon?
Oh,
Oh, shit.
alright, is that all the bones? I think I got everyone's bones.
I would hope you didn't have everyone's bones. Inspect a scroll.
Yeah, I've taken everyone's bones.
Glintstone
Alright, all of
Craftsman
you are now
Cookbook.
boneless.
Okay. I'll just go talk to the Tooth Fairy's older sister, the Bone Fairy.
I am the bone fairy.
No, you're a Kitsune.
I am the bone collector.
The only reason why they don't send the Bone Fairy after children is because children need their bones. But they don't need their baby teeth.
Do they though?
Well, you know, they could have sent the Bone Fairy after Stephen Hawking.
Damn.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I think they did. That's how he died.
Oh my god.
What?
Well, that's one way to die. Crushed by a pot.
I
You
have
know?
cast iron pots, so
No, this one was ceramic and had hands.
sounds pretty kinky, I guess.
Well, yeah. The problem is that
Alright.
I know it was sexual, and I have to keep them out of my kitchen.
Smack them with a cast iron.
Crimson. They're a pansexual.
Good, they'll get off while they die. That's how I want to die. I want to die having sex.
Oh. Okay.
Kill it, me balls.
It wasn't just penis. Alright, me rice and beans with mozzarella cheese is done.
See, I can't even heal in there. Like, there's so many casters. Okay.
Ooh, excuse me.
I might have to switch weapons. For at least a little bit. Because I really like the grave scythe here. But I think I need to go bonkus.
Have you tried using a shotgun?
You know, I would have thought that in a world that doesn't have them.
How do you know? You can magically make a shotgun. It's just a force multiplier.
I love how that's the explanation for it. And that's very clearly not it.
Just just sprinkle gunpowder on your staff before you cast fireball.
And you see what, this is my daughter. Okay, now I'm just gonna bait you over a little bit.
Beat me or bait me?
It's bait.
Oh, because I like both, so.
I
like
know.
food.
You guys want to stop casting? And like...
Does anybody else
speaking of
out
shotguns, you wanted to see shotgun? It does fuck
Absolutely.
all.
Damn. Does anybody out there remember Mystic Messenger? Because I had this one line for Mystic Messenger stuck in my fucking head since last night, and it's, does Jumin Han is gay? If anybody gets that reference, I love you.
Does Bruno Mars is gay? The news come
Yeah,
out?
kind of. Does Jumin Han is gay? I'm so glad you can't hear the sound my cheesy rice and beans is making.
No, Suki, I don't hate you. I'm just disappointed sometimes because you don't like to answer questions very honestly with yourself.
Crimson, are you stirring it and it sounds like mac and cheese?
Oh my god. I made the same joke earlier.
Yeah, it does sound like mac and cheese.
Now do yourself a favor and oh god, the comedian's name is escaping me right now. But he has a mac and cheese joke that's worth watching.
Okay. Beyblade, let it rip.
Is it that kid that goes up to his mom while she's making mac and cheese and he says that's what good pussy sounds like, and she whacks him with the wooden spoon?
Jeez. I know
It was a Vine.
I know the original Vine. But like the fact that a child said it.
The comedian's name is Steve Byrne. Mac and cheese. You've never seen it before. Treat yourself.
All right, there we go. I can now take this pot. Which one of you? Where are you casting from?
Your
Learn
mom's
better
house.
spells. Okay, you are.
Actually, I'm gonna put the link in the chat.
All right, cool. You know, I wanted to get off work today, have a good time, but instead I found some of the most bitchless, sweatiest motherfuckers named Rylucardian Academy sorcerers. If you know that reference, good on you.
I love how Habibi just checked on me. He's like, "What you eating?" I go, "Rice and beans with cheese."
And you would lie.
No, I'm eating rice and beans with cheese.
But what about that French onion soup with short ribs you were talking about?
That was from yesterday. I had to put beef stock in it.
Ah.
That's gonna be meal number 2 because we use chicken broth and it tastes different.
Oh, yep. I found the Red Wolf of Radagon. Hello, problem child.
Hi. What's up?
A perfect example of why I hate dogs in this game sometimes.
I like dogs. Yes, I am human. Do you guys want to go skateboard?
Oh, I would like to skateboard. Dude, the combo! And no, Suki, I do not hate people. There are... If I have to show hate for somebody, it is on a very, very short... very short list of people that I actually hate. And that short list of people, I should never be able to see again.
I do. I hate people. I hate
No,
certain
I
people.
meant specific people. Those specifics I'm saying.
Oh, same. And, you know, I did something... I don't want to say I'm not proud of it, because I really am. Like, in a shit-eating grin type way that I'm proud of it. I shouldn't be. But, like, I thought it was fucking hilarious in my defense. Not for them, but for me, it's absolutely hilarious.
Okay, summon me some Ash
For them.
Soldiers. Okay, that was...
Diabolical? Yeah, I know. Oh! Jesus God! I'm in a fight. Well, that's cool.
Yep, I know that feeling.
What the? What do you think you're doing? Hey!
Where'd he go?
9! 9, this isn't... No, this is not Vietnam. Fuck off.
Oh, what?
I got flamered. I got flamed. This is not Vietnam.
There. Second try.
Of course not. It's the beaches of Normandy.
Uh-uh.
Oh my god.
Oh, hell yeah! United States ran up on bunkers with flamethrowers.
We told them get the
Oh, that's
Flammenwerfer. Unfortunately, the Americans
Oh,
are the
that's
ones
my
that listen and not Hans. Hans did not get the Flammenwerfer.
I did. Nobody give it
Oh.
to me. Bad ideas. Actually, you know what? Give it to me. Good ideas. You can trust me with it.
Unfortunately, that's another
I
3
promise
levels
you.
I have to stock real quick. So I am now at 22 floating levels. That is...
Hey, move out of the way! Jesus.
You know, I'm going to teleport to the... Oh god, which one is it? Is it Schoolhouse Classroom? Question mark? Yes, yes, it is. Because I wanted to go check out the pathway with the elevator. See what that has in store. You know, I kind of wish I could crystallize my my stuff so I wouldn't risk losing it, but you know, as it is.
Me.
Shut up. You know, I can't say that on Twitch. I cannot say that on Twitch.
What?
What I was, you responded to the me.
Oh.
The South Park reference and everything.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I just killed myself. You want to know how I killed myself? I missed the ledge I was looking for. Tell everybody I'm on my way. New friends and new places to see. With blue skies ahead, yes, I'm on my way. I don't know. When I can start getting frustrated with games, sometimes I start to sing. I don't know why.
I just start cursing like a sailor, and then nobody liked me after that.
Because like I'll just start randomly singing stuff like when having your backtrack like that, or I'll be just like, in the Navy, you can sail the seven seas. Like like when I used to play World of Warships way back when.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, all you dumb hoes.
Okay, have I
Awesome. Now
actually
I'm
been
gonna
in this
steal all your
area?
stuff.
I feel like I have been in this area, but I just don't recognize it for some stupid reason. Probably haven't now that I'm thinking about it.
I really don't want to have to shoot all of you, so like, if you could not chase me, awesome. Appreciated.
Okay. Oh, you're all dead. Which means either I've been through here, or you're waiting to ambush me.
Hey kids, want to see a dead body?
Ah! Oh yeah, no, I called it. I called the ambush. Okay. That one's down. These tiny little winged mannequins are friggin' weird. Nope. Big zombie. Go no. No. You do not get to no Tachi.
No.
No Tachi. Put your arms down. You smell like rot. Not a good smell, brother. You smell like convention funk.
I was about to say, you smell like a Discord mod. Maybe you should take a shower.
God. So, how are you doing, Dev? How are you enjoying the chaos?
I was about to say I'm offended by that shower comment, but then I remembered I am not a Discord mod.
Yeah, see? There's no reason for you to be offended now.
Exactly.
Okay, so here is the bridge. And then there's this location right here that I can jump off on. That takes me back up here. Which then means I can then teleport to the the debate parlor, as it's called. What are we debating? Human rights or some shit? I don't know. Let's see. Progression is. Oh.
You know,
Oh.
my brain had a segue. Because I thought you
This
said debasing,
location.
and I'm like, the fear turkey?
Deeply basting the fear turkey. Firmly grasp it. No, the reason why I kind of went, oh no, because my memories of this area just came rushing back. And it's filled with the type of enemy that has one of the most cursed and funny names ever. They're called virgin abductors.
So many things I want to say, but I don't think I can.
It's okay, you'll be able to eventually.
Did your brain just go, wait a second?
Alright, who do I talking to?
Okay. Get some bits and bobs. Crush some pots like I'm Link. You know, have a good time. Let's see. I think the pathway forward is up the stairs over there, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it is, but you gotta go up a funky way to get up those stairs. Let me through, tree. Stone sword key. Those are cool things.
Am I talking to?
Talking to stuff and things. Okay, there it is. There's the virgin abductor. And it's already moving toward me. I don't like this.
Just gotta kill a beer on top.
Nope. No, 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 no. See? Yeah. Spit me back out. I'm not a virgin. Not again.
You sure?
Yeah,
I think the question with that thing, like me when I'm jumping up, is which hole?
you know, I'm not even going to get mad at you for that one, Dev, because I understand what you mean.
I mean, if I poke an eye out, that's a new hole.
Alright, bro, I gotta turn the fan off. I'm cold.
I mean, it gives a whole new term to skull fucking at that point, but you know what I mean?
I mean, if you're into that, I can be into that.
No comment.
I'm down to try almost anything once.
I mean, that's kind of accurate, I'll be honest, but let's see.
Oh Lord, I need to put on a blanket.
I thought you were hot earlier.
I'm fucking freezing now. It's fucking
She's
cold.
hot
This is
and
the
she's
lovely
cold.
thing.
She's yes, then she's no.
She has severe pop. And it really fucking hurts. I'm so cold, it's uncomfortable. I'm so cold.
I did not sign up for crab battle.
crab people, crab people.
That has a sleep effect? You have a sleep breath crab.
Ew. Did Lorelai just throw up?
No, Lorelai just sneezed.
Oh, it sounded like she threw up.
No, that was her
Oh, you got a
sneezing.
pet frog.
Oh, bless you.
You've put all of my summons to sleep, you dirty bitch.
Thank you.
Not you.
Please call me a filthy whore more.
Bet?
Dev, the thing is about calling you a filthy whore means I'd have to get on my knees more than you to be able to call you equals.
Well, why
I
haven't you
have no
started
idea
yet?
where I'm running. I'm just kind of running.
Because the only person I'll do that for is Lorelai, and she's not close enough.
If you like that.
Crimson over here. Mom, they're flirting again!
I don't care. Go for it. Oh no, my game is lagging. Oh, we're good.
Mom, Uncle is being gay with my dad again.
Mom, my game is lagging.
Mom, they're in my room. I'm trying to play Minecraft.
Get the fuck out of my room! I'm trying to play Minecraft!
Carolo's Glintstone Crown? Okay.
Mr. Krusty.
And every...
Oh.
Nobody... Ow.
Ow, you little bitch. What am I getting attacked by?
You know, the bugs.
Literally, I'm getting attacked by... Ah!
Yeah, that would do it. That would do it.
And in a Soltron, stop touching me! Don't touch my no-no square!
Okay.
Oh, curse you.
Curse you, Belle!
I need
Oh
one more.
no. Hey, Dev? I'm having flashbacks from last night.
Oh.
You can't tell me I'm wrong on this one.
Did I say otherwise?
Oh, that hurts so much.
What did you do?
I got hit by a giant iron ball.
With the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
Okay. Oh, is this what I think it is?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Mugrin, the Carrion Knight. You Carrion Perry bitch.
Go on. Dirty talking more.
Neil.
Meow. Alright, where's this Assaultron that was touching my no-no square?
You know, when I hear no square, I'm thinking of a specific pixel on your character model.
That's it. Suck my non-existent nuts at the moment.
He was touching my boobs, so...
Ah. So the pixelated nipples. Okay.
He was, in fact, touching my no-no square.
The pixie nips, got it. Okay. I feel like... Okay, there should be a Grace nearby-ish. Nope, I'm not going in there yet. Nope, nope. I'm not walking in there yet. I need to find Grace first. I know what that door is. Also, this is I think the fastest I've ever been through Raya Lucaria. Because, like, I think the last time I was playing this, I was getting super heavily invaded constantly, left and right. And people would...
What the fuck is... Really?
Really?
Everyone and their fucking mom is shooting at me.
Well, what game are you playing to justify that?
Fallout.
Okay, see, you're playing... There you go. If you don't
Like,
want
what
to be
the
shot
fuck
at,
did
play
I
Stardew
do? I was
Valley.
just trying to go down the road.
Or
Who
you have to
the
become the
fuck's shooting at
scariest...
me now?
Or you can just wear the big heavy armor and say, fuck off.
I'm gonna touch you right in your no-no square like you touched me in my no-no square.
Kinky.
Very. You know, I would have made a component joke because it's a robot, but
Really? Bruh. Alright, fuck this. I'm going the other way. They talked to my no-no square too hard again.
What's up, Metsu? How you doing, buddy? You doing all right? You just listening to the random nonsense coming out of our mouths.
so Metsu has returned.
Yes, I see Metsu has returned.
Can I proceed with the fuckery?
Yes.
No.
Perceive. Stare into the void and blink.
But what if I don't want to blink?
Well, then you're gonna get some dry eyes, and I suggest you get some Visine for that. Didn't expect the sudden care turn, did you?
No. Alright, we're going fucking left.
And if you don't have Visine, something will lick your eye.
Little,
I have
little, little,
bio
little, little, little,
I prefer Biotrue.
little.
I'm glad you made the JoJo reference. I was going to start making this sound myself.
Okay, that's one level down. There's 20 more, soon to be 24 more levels to gain.
Oh, fuck, bro. I said, whoever threw that paper, your mom's a hoe.
Is Lorelai listening to our nonsense at full volume in the back?
I have no idea.
Because I just heard it, and I'm wondering if she's listening to us live.
She might be.
Yeah, she is. I just heard my own echo of my question.
Oh, shit! Alright, fuck it. Everybody's getting a shotty for a thotty.
Alright.
Fuck you, you're getting shotgunned.
Oh, right. I can use rune arcs now. Now the question is there health in the area available? Kind of hope there is. Is there no one? Hello?
Hello?
Summoning signs. Where are you? I'm online.
Eat my ass. Eat my shotgun pellets, you filthy hoe.
I was
All you
about to
could eat,
dial
double
with
up.
end of So Cooking is So Fun song. Oh my gosh.
Also, does anybody else just let their companions deal with, like, some of the threats and you just run away?
Oh, I've done that numerous times. I just realized I'm
My
using
Yeah,
the wrong item.
right now.
It's the fur
My
culling
only
finger
companion.
remedy.
I just heard finger and my brain went 404.
Okay. There's messages. But, summon sign, where art thou? Are they not allowed in this sector and they have to be down below? I don't want to go in and fight Renala alone. I really don't. Oh my god.
Thanks fast. Ship.
I don't know what was done, but I was just jump scared by the noise that happened. Oh. What actually happened?
had a
Mitsu!
Mitsu.
Thank you, Mitsu.
Motherfucker.
Oh, I'm sorry. That scared me because I hadn't heard that version of the subscriptions being gifted on Streamloots. Oh, my heart.
Me too.
Looks like I'm gonna have to go in here by myself.
Gotta do
So you wanted to meet the Dumbledore of Smash?
I want you to. I don't know.
Oh. Because look at her, all of her children.
Oh, you little bitch.
I wish I was joking. These are legitimately all of her children that are basically have no legs, so they can't run away.
Little Culver.
Hey, look, it's the prequel to Death Stranding.
Thee anew, a sweeting, fresh and pure.
So,
Hi.
what's the difference between Twitch subscriptions and Streamlit subscriptions?
I don't. Other than one's on Streamloots and one's on Twitch, I don't actually know the difference. Yes, I have to pull Order 66 on all of these people. Ow! Chandelier dropped on me.
You stupid hoe. Who the fuck?
Because a bunch of them are singing songs to give Renala a shield of invincibility. There's another layer that's shield gone. That's the shield gone. Ow. And another chandelier on my head. Come on. There has to be another singer around here somewhere. Ow.
That one was like, name on.
She keeps resurging them, it seems like. Okay, there's another one over there. Hold on. There has to be more of them somewhere. And see, she keeps casting spells at me. Which, I mean, to be fair, it is her Hogwarts legacy. And the children are basically infinitely spawning. That's unfortunate. And I couldn't get the shield back up in time. Or beat the shield in time.
Close though.
Nope. I'm gonna have to find out where the singers are now. Okay. There's one of them. Where's the other one? Okay. I need to find the other shield maker. Come on.
Like, damn girl, what did you eat? You
Come
keep
on.
dropping turds in the punch bowl.
Yep, drop. And we can go to phase 2 with you. Become executed.
Lord Almighty.
Oh. Hideo Kojima made a cameo in this game. Oh my god. Oh. Caught Rashiram in your randomizer with your buddy today? Hell yeah. Alright, Renala. It's time to quit your crap.
My beloved.
I will crush your Death Stranding dreams.
Fear. I will hold thee.
I thought you were going to say something very different.
Ye will be countless born.
I will reenact Bloodborne and never mind, I'm not going to continue that thought.
Yeah?
If anyone knows that some of the actual theories of the story behind Bloodborne, oh my god, honey.
Upon my name,
Did you just...
Granny the Witch. Mother's rich slumber shall not be
Oh,
disturbed by
we're back up to 10 hours.
foul.
You gave more subscriptions, honey, it looks like.
Send word far and wide.
Claim subscriptions, claimed a subscription, that's what it says.
Of the last queen of
We don't talk about Bloodborne.
Renala of the full moon.
Oh yeah, considering how it's all about the torment, there's a lot of lore inside Bloodborne that are really messed up. Yeah, Metzi, I was trying to figure out who the claim. Okay, now you want to fight me as an equal. Except you've already drained all of... No. Yeah, no, your spinning weapon doesn't scare me. Come on, you mage. You will give me your secrets.
Alright.
Uh-oh. Okay. Really? Oh, you summoned a Bloodhound Knight on top. You son of a bitch! Okay, round 2. You also cut a character. Nice, Bobo. See, the thing is, I can't summon Help to Fighter, which is kind of annoying. The same area also has Azelf and Uxie. What is with the dancing hot dog? What the fuck?
I'm sorry, what the fuck did I just
There was a
hear?
dancing hot dog over here, and I just,
What the fuck?
yeah, not a clue. I just saw the dancing hot dog over here. I'm trying to figure out what was going on. And now there's a dancing Yoshi. Okay. 1. Grab. 2. 3. Summon those. Okay, I almost one-cycled her, which is kind of nice. Okay, one singer. There should be 2 or 3 of them. Okay. There we go. So now we go to phase 2. Of course, that's the moon. There we go, poise break. Yeah. How's it feel to be able to have all your help and no help on my side? Now it's equal. Remembrance of the Full Moon Queen and Great Rune of the Unborn. Okay. Now, this lady is the way. Also,
Flee, my sweetings. Come out from whence ye hide. There are books and light
wow.
aplenty.
Wow,
Do
Bobo.
not come out, say I, or will ye be gravestones to be better born anew?
Okay, well, I'm gonna touch the grace first. I'm gonna take a rest. That's 2 more out of the 3 level ups I just earned. We're back up to 22 levels floating.
Where did ye flee, my sweetings?
Hi.
Come
Hi.
out. Ah, is it thy will to become? Now,
Okay. Now, so let's find out what the minimum requirement is for the Sword of Night and Flames, right? Okay. Sword of Night and Flame. Google, I am not interested in your AI nonsense. Okay. It requires 12 strength, 24 int, 24 faith,
Bruh.
and 12 dex. Okay. So
Bruh,
we
I'm
need to
just trying
put
to get ice
minimum
cream.
12 here.
I'm just trying to get ice cream. This shit doesn't want to fucking scoop. I'm getting mad and upset. I'm getting very upset. Me want me ice cream. Oh my sweet gods. I'm going to hit somebody.
Okay.
I'm going to hit somebody.
I'm sorry.
Crimson is about to have a full meltdown in front of everybody. Things are gonna be thrown.
Thanks.
I'm throwing hands.
It's going down. You're yelling timber now.
I'm yelling, get the fuck out my way. Unless you want to be hit by a flying ice cream scoop.
Do I have enough to carry a shield as well? I do. I am now knight. I am now spell knight.
Just...
This also means I can actually use some of my fucking magic options. Some, not a lot of them, but some. Like, for example, I can use the Flame of Frenzy if I really wanted to. I also could use some of the spells I have access to right now. And I do know for a fact that my spells are much stronger. I'm now
Sweet
Elden
Jesus.
John. I'm not Elden John yet. This is not the Elden John outfit.
Okay.
Can
I got me ice cream.
So,
Fucking
okay.
finally.
Here's the reason. Oh, so I can show you now once I'm out of this area, because this area is considered a peaceful area. Okay. Until I'm out here. This is one of the reasons why I like the Sword of Night and Flame. I can take the stance. Laser beam.
I almost broke my wrist getting ice cream. Bruh.
And fire sweep. I can't use it very often because I don't have the FP to do it very consistently, but I now have the ability to actually, well, progress. But yes, thank you, Metsu, for getting us the GoPro. But do talisman. So now the question is, where do I go from here? I feel like I need to go down here and then jump across the way over here. Actually, there's a spot right here that I wanted to go to that had required a stone sword key. Why not visit Scarlet Rock Town? Mostly because I am itty bitty scared baby bitch about it. I don't like fighting over there. I just don't. And there's one.
Sweet Jesus. I almost broke my wrist getting fucking ice cream.
Two. And the third one disappeared. Bitch. Yeah, so
Like,
there's
bruh.
supposed to... Yeah, I know it's another tweet. Not enough stone sword keys? How many stone sword keys do I have? I have one. Alright. So. Let me head back to Round Table Hold. And then I'll figure out where to go from here. But, alright guys. What are we gonna do what are we gonna do for the tweets? Because I have to make a tweet now. A tweeter.
Do something spicy.
Okay. Do something spicy. And then
Hashtag
my adopted daughter.
titties. Hashtag titties.
Hashtag subathon. Hashtag titties.
Yay!
Don't forget, guys, there are still 5 more I technically have to do.
Is one of
There's
them
5
me?
other
I don't
tweets that
know.
have been waiting in the wings for people to recommend one. I've been keeping track.
Twitter at the Crimson Fucker.
Follow me on Twitter at the Crimson Fucker. Anyways.
I love him.
Just a repost the meme from the comedy channel for the next one? Alright. Hey, Roderica, can you upgrade my spirits, please?
I'm still like it's not easy.
Oh my god, I'm going to stab you, woman.
I mean,
No,
We
the
might
thing
be
is,
into
her
that.
main role in the game is to, you know, help upgrade your spirits.
Which kind? The alcohol kind, or
No, 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 no. The spirits you summoned.
Oh,
So that's why I'm like,
I
come on.
summon moonshine.
Um,
For those of you that are 21 plus, I summon moonshine.
okay, you just
I
said she
want
has a gift for
European.
spirit tuning.
I want Europeans, and I'm like talking the prissy bitches. I'm talking like French people. I want them to try straight up moonshine, like made in someone's back fucking yard, like the shit you can run a tractor off
All
of.
right. My wife is training to be a horse girl. Oh my god. All right.
Well, that is part of pet play, so. I wasn't one for like horse girls though.
No, 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 no. Not a horse girl as in what you're thinking of. A horse that is a girl.
Yeah, I know. Both. I'm not a big fan of both.
Okay, honey, I'm gonna ask you a favor if you can hear me. If you can hear me, I want you to kidnap our daughter and show her the first episode of Uma Musume.
Hi,
Hi.
I was walking over here and I heard honey.
So,
I know what horse girls are. I'm just not a
So,
fan.
did you see the next
yeah, I see.
chat chooses a game for you?
I know.
You might end up in another situation like Crab Souls.
Crab Souls was
I
fun, though.
Mm-hmm.
Crab Souls was an absolute treat.
I choose strip poker.
So how many more tweets do you have to do?
We have 4 more.
Yeah, we've been putting them in chat.
I see, but I'm
Crab, Metsu.
like, oh, broke up a knife, crab battle.
Crab people.
And then, oh wait, hold on. She opened up. Oh right, the fingers.
I'm sorry, what?
The fingers. Think of them as a divine entity in this game. They are a living set of fingers.
I mean, that sounds like a good time to me.
Lorelai's never seen it. Oh, hey, lady. Yeah, yeah, no, it's one of those things of, they are the reason we have the phrase try-finger butthole.
Look, bro. I'm just saying, it sounds like a good time to me. Dad, I'm not gonna lie, my tummy's probably gonna hurt like a motherfucker later.
That's fair. Let's see.
I'm lactose intolerant and I'm eating ice cream.
Not a bright idea, child. She has been yeeted. I could get a stupid powerful scepter, or I could get a stupid powerful spell. Or I could just eat them for spirit souls. I'm not going to use the Axe of Godric or the Grafted Dragon, so I'll eat the Remembrance of the Grafted. Also, she gave me a talisman pouch, so I can now wear 3 talismans. Yay! We'll take the Flame Drake talisman for now. And Yes, use Remembrance of the Grafted and eat his soul. Hopefully I can get a couple levels out of this. Metsu, do you know what kind of voice I read that in? I read that in Hank Hill's voice for some reason. Like, why? Why did you do this to me? Hank Hill. Like, propane and propane accessories. You know, I like the stuff like Bobby. Do you know what propane is? Yep, Hank Hill. Okay. Please, Roderica, talk to Master Hugh. I want you to be able to spirit tune for me. Oh my god, I'm going to throttle you. Alright. So here are my options. If beat Renala, okay. Trying to think. What should I... Where do I need to go from here? Well,
I forgot to mention that I've seen clips of the horse girls before. I don't know if it's the same anime, but the girl was trying to get on a scale and it kept reading error because she's too big because she's a horse girl.
no.
No, it's not the same anime.
That doesn't sound even remotely close.
Okay, well, I did see horse girls before, so I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I just don't remember what anime it was.
I'm trying to figure out where I should go next at the moment in this playthrough, because there's a lot of things I could do. Oh, Bobo's right. It's probably Monster Musume. Because that's literally sounds like Centaurea. Was the horse girl blonde with big ass titties that jiggled everywhere and was actually like half horse?
She just had ears and a tail.
Then I have no idea.
But otherwise, she looked like a female, like a person.
Okay.
I have returned.
Welcome back, Dev.
Oh my god, my tummy hurts. Father, help!
I'm sorry, I cannot.
I'm gonna shit myself. That should be your next tweet. Don't actually do that. I'll cry. I'll actually cry if you tweet that out.
I'm not tweeting that out right now.
Awesome.
Ugh. I mean, I do. Don't get me wrong. I do love Monster Musume, and I wish it had more anime. But I know they probably would not get much, especially because you literally have Mind Break going into talking with Mia's mom.
Oh my god, my tummy hurt. Would you still love me if I threw up?
Child, you're fine. I'm not gonna stop caring about you because you threw up.
If you vomit, roll the window down first and put your head out the side.
I'm
Or
in
else
my
I'm
apartment, so.
Or else I'm never forgiving you.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna throw up on you now. Just to piss you off.
If it's in my car, I'm just throwing you out at 60 miles an hour.
Yay!
Did you always want to know what it feels like to go thunk, 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 thunk?
Yeah, I've always wanted to know what it feels like to be shot, too. I'm not kidding either. I know it hurts, but like... Like, is it... Like, does it burn? Because the shit's hot when it comes out. God bless, I'm horrible. Ring.
I mean, it can, but it depends if it's a through or through, or if it gets stuck in you.
I mean, if it gets stuck, I'm sure it's gonna hurt a lot worse than if it's just a through and through.
And if it's a through and through, is it a surface or center mass?
Yeah, that's also another question. I also
Yeah,
wonder if it hurts less if it's in like a fatty area, like if it was in the butt cheek.
Well, I can speak about my cousin's experience because he actually got shot across the stomach. And
That
it was
must
a
have felt
surface.
great.
Oh, it went all the way across his abdomen.
Oh, that's a lot of
Bro-
surgery and a lot of PT.
Yeah. Well, from left to right. Well, I mean, it didn't go through center mass. It grazed all the way on the surface of his body.
Oh, so it was just oh fuck me.
There's like basically after the wound looked like a bullet canyon across his stomach.
That's not oh my god, it's a graze, that's what it's called. He got grazed.
Oh, but it is it was not okay, like yeah, it's a graze, but when it's
But it still counts.
When it's across the length of your entire stomach.
Yeah, no, that still counts. Like getting hit by it is getting hit. Graze or not.
Well, the thing is my cousin said it was just burning all the way across his torso, and he dropped to the ground. And the paramedic said, "You're lucky that your body didn't rupture and your guts started falling out."
I know. I mean, so since it's hot when it comes out, if it's a graze, it usually cauterizes the wound as it goes.
Not really, because there's not enough the surface contact, like the.
Well, the stomach, not really,
Okay.
but like your arm, for example.
Well, the
cauterize.
bullet is moving too fast to cauterize. The heat transfer isn't there to basically cook the surface of your flesh.
All right. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to do something kind of rough and hard. Hee hee, giggles.
I mean,
But I'm
like
gonna be
rough
going to
hard
fight
though.
a double boss.
Yay!
Yay! We are Siamese, if you please.
Not that kind of double boss.
We are Siamese, if you don't please.
And the reason why I'm going to do this is because this boss lets you gives you a talisman that gives you 20% more runes upon kill. Come on. There you go, you rotty bitches.
So yeah, that's why if you're gonna cauterize a rune with fire, like you gotta have enough the heat on the surface long enough to actually, like I said, sear the wound shut. If you don't, it's just gonna tear through.
Right.
That's why when a bullet enters and comes out, it's not like barbecue all the way through. The bullet is just moving too fast.
Barbecue human. Yo, smother that in some barbecue sauce. Smother it in some BBQ sauce and let me take a bite.
I'm like, A1 or some Baby Ray's.
There we go.
I like Baby Ray's. Or fuck, what's
Anyways,
there we go. Either Baby Ray's, I like Baby Ray's, or there's one and it's like a smokier, like, oh, love that one.
yeah, I was saying there's a dungeon that's around here that's across some routes. And I gotta find exactly where it is. Because it's fairly particular where it is. Oh, I died to Scarlet Rot. Fuck, I forgot about that. I forgot how fucking stupid Scarlet Rot is.
Am I supposed to know about?
I have no idea what Metsu's referring to in this case.
Natsu, what's he gonna get in trouble for?
Oh, he's making a Colonel Mustang reference for Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I think this is the dungeon I was looking for. Yep, I think that's it. The reason why this is dungeon... Oh, and there's another abductor virgin right there. Motherfucker. Look away. You do not perceive me. Ah. Also, I will warn you, this is one of the most... Come on! What the fuck? What the fuck was that?
You got no jumps, boy. Where's your shoes? Lace up.
What the hell was that? There's no fucking way you did this to me. Oh, are my runes down there or up here? Oh, they're up there. You know, you guys don't actually realize how mad that made me, because I've made that jump before, no questions asked. And
Please, you're just view baiting us.
if I was view baiting, I wouldn't be actually mad.
Oh, come on, guy, lighten up. Come on, guy.
I will give you a demon core for your birthday.
I got the perfect clip response for that. Because this is what I will do with it.
I have a feeling I know exactly what clip you're about to send me for some strange reason.
Left it in the Darkadian chat for you.
Hold on. You sent me a garden video.
Ah, crap, wrong one. Wait, no, that one was for Crimson. There's one tag for you.
See, that's not the one.
I
That's
know
not the one
what
I
you're
thought it was
actually
going.
referencing.
That's what I
But
thought
I
it
know what you're
was.
actually referencing.
That's what I thought it was. That's not the video I was thinking he was going to be.
So, yes, I like my Demon Core.
Mm. Okay, I'm fixing something right now. I'm trying to find it because I have it on Messenger. And it's. Hold on. I'm trying to find it on Messenger because I sent it to Lorelai earlier today. There it is. Copy link. Let's see. Go to the Darkadian chat here. Paste. Okay. Now, I'm going to put it on screen for everybody in just a second because it's funny. If, you know. Boy.
Oh, yes, that is the Demon Core. Oh, God, you asked me for this and I forgot.
My stuff is, okay, apparently my Facebook wants to take forever and a day to approve. So, grab my lost runes. Walk to the
Metsu
end of the
actually
stick.
quoted what I linked to.
Oh, you saw one of her follow-up videos with it? Yeah.
Because as soon as you said Demon Core, I was like, oh, yeah, I could go with the plutonium joke. No, it's an advice ball.
The advice ball. Okay, give me just a moment. I'm getting this open for everybody on. Here you go, guys. Can I please have the audio? Here we go. There you go. That's what I sent to Dev. Have I heard of the King's Return to Wild? The King's Return, as in like... Like Sergio's? Or Lagiacrus? Oh, right, it's this fucking area. Well, I can't do this part yet. And the reason why I say I can't do that part yet is because of the fact of, I need status cleansing stuff over there. Like no tomorrow status cleansing, because that entire area is a fucking scarlet rot swamp. And then it's filled with enemies that also use poison. I'm going to take my chances with the abductor. Nope. Can I? Ow.
Oh shit.
Dead. Die. Da 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 da. Yeah, for whatever, okay, so for context for everybody who's, well, specifically for context regarding Wild, I haven't been playing. I haven't been playing. And it's not for, like, the lack of interest in Monster Hunter or whatever, it's for whatever reason, Monster Hunter Wilds feels... The start of the adventure felt really, really good, but it almost felt like there's not much really to do in Monster Hunter Wilds, if that makes sense. And I don't say that in like, oh, well, you know, the game, you're just so used to world. No, I mean, it didn't feel... I don't feel it was feature complete, if that makes sense. Like No Man's Sky's initial problem? Yeah, like No Man's Sky's initial problem where it promised too much, didn't have everything it said it would, and then on top of that had technical difficulties from day one on such a scale that it ruined a lot of people's opinion of it for a long, long time. Like, it's not because like obviously I do like the game. It's just for whatever reason I can't find myself to like Wild as much as I was expecting. Does that make sense?
Dear customer. Yes, right this way. Right
Ye.
this way. Welcome, valued customer.
Like, I want to play No Man's Sky. I want to sit down and actually do a playthrough of No Man's Sky and all that, right? I just haven't found the time to actually do that, you know? I'll take a couple of these because I know I'm going to need them. But those are, I think they're called fungal knights or something, or fungal soldiers or something like that. No Man's Sky just runs poorly on my PC. I mean, yeah, it runs poorly on a lot of people's PC. I haven't played it on this computer yet. But it's one of those games where it's like, in order for you to really play No Man's Sky, you have to sit down and play it. You really have to learn it and really adapt to it, amongst other things, right? In a lot of ways, you kind of have to let it become your life. I don't like that. I don't like that for a lot about games, but I understand why it happens and why games are designed that way. But like No Man's Sky is literally such a big game that you kind of have to give it your all onto it.
Oh, Sacral.
What's up?
Because I closed the Facebook video link, it brought me back to the PC Picker tab. And I'm like, oh yeah, those lists are still up.
Yeah, it was expiring for me for some stupid reason or another.
Really?
Yeah. So every time I would try to give like my one of like the stream friends, like, I want to build up a new computer, right? They would have
I just, because I did give you 2 links, because I scrolled through our private messages.
Right.
And yeah, so I can't remember if it's the 1.4 or the 1.1 version of the AM4 list.
Think. Oh man.
I know you're an AM. Yeah, because I know you're an AM4 socket.
And we're using the no, I think I'm the AM5.
Oh, if you're an AM5 socket, then
I'd have to double check all the manuals, but
well, I mean, when you get a chance off stream, you could just like just look at your right click on your PC,
Yep.
Properties, and then it'll just show
Go check
you,
out go check the specs and everything.
Yeah, the device specs.
But yeah,
I mean, that's another thing you could have done too, is just take a clip of just what your PC specs are.
Yeah, you know what? True. I could have done that, and it's just one of those. Oh yeah, the simple solution that you totally thought of just now. Yeah, you could have just done it.
Hey. How many times do I go off the re-version of things?
Oh, no, that's not what I was saying. I'm saying oh, hey, yeah, that thing we thought about doing that would have made our lives so much easier? Why didn't we just do it the first time until someone else pointed it out?
Because it's a journey. That's why. We're on a journey. And journeys mean you have to mess up sometimes.
But, no, to try to kind of finish my thought that I was saying, like, No Man's Sky is a good example of a game that it wants your time, but it's earned your time at this point. Because it's taken the time to have all of those updates, all of those benefits, all of the, all of that effort to fix their game from the problems that it had, right?
So it's the 1.4 version list, because that's an AM5 socket motherboard. So it's the 1.4 version of the list. That's why I have two AMD lists. Oh yeah, this is an AM5 list. Okay, yeah, I got it. Because there's options, like I said,
right,
depending on.
Oh my god, there's so much scarlet rot in this area that I am getting scarlet rotted by being on the horse. That is bad.
Yeah, because I always gave you the permalink copies. That's why.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know. Don't know what happened there. Yeah, the game's story is very poetic, but it's, as I said, with No Man's Sky, it's very much of an investment of time, but it earns that investment by being like cohesive, by being strong built, being like it feels like cohesive because it's aimed to be cohesive this entire time, right? But with Wilds, as of right now, it was supposed to be the next game, right? And with it intending to be the next game of, Monster Hunter, it has a certain reputation it kind of has to live up to.
This is why I have such a low bar, and I tell everyone the low bar for the expectations of me. I will fuck up, because I'm stupid sometimes.
Well, there's a difference between having a low bar, right, and the game being built and intentionally building on these expectations with all of their development updates and all of their styles and all of that, right? Like, there's an intentional, like, deceit factor in a sense versus just the game not being done, right? Does that kind of make more sense of what I'm referring to?
Yes? Oh no, that's not what I want to do. Oh.
It says something incredible ahead, and there's nothing.
You actually listen to people on the internet?
No, it's usually when they have the stuff is highly rated in this game, it actually is kind of like meant to be, somewhat actual helpful. You know?
Again, you listen to advice on the internet?
No, I listened to a message in a Dark Souls game. There's a difference.
But do you have to be connected to the internet to receive those messages?
I mean, obviously, yes, but that's a different discussion.
So you're still listening to people from the internet, just that you happen to be in a game.
Yeah, I'm listening to apparently 1,000 people from the internet at that point.
Choo choo.
Okay. I missed it. And it... Okay, so it crosses back through here. Okay. Temporarily. Actually, I can't even wield it now. Because this is this is one of those ash beetles. There it is. Meanwhile, you're up there being a menace. So I will return your menacery with fire. And completely whiff. Twice. Twice, it seems. Alright, well. If this is where I think it is, this is over... This is the trap swamp, isn't it? Haven't I been here? I have not. I didn't fall for the trap this time? Yeah, okay, you know what? That's... I will give myself credit where credit is due. I forgot about the trap dungeon here. And I didn't fall for it. Alright, we'll rest at the side of grace here. Well, I know there's a decently... I could harvest that dungeon for... Harvest that dungeon for, like, supplies and such. Wow. Can't even let me... Like, I could not get up. There we go. Into the swamp, back into the swamp of Aeonia. The thing is, there's some really cool stuff out in this area. But, like, I picked up the meteor. Oh, no. I'm not dealing with the blood fountains there. Okay, I can summon people here. Why? Sacred ring of light? Okay, that's cool. Okay. It said I was able to summon people near here, which is a kind of a concerning thought. Why am I... Oh, it's you. Commander O'Neill. Gotta take out the help quickly before he stabs me in my butt. And he's taken out all of my forces. Put the crossbows away. Brother. You scarlet rot bitch. Oh, I got smoked. God damn it. I'm wondering if there was something nearby that... Oh, hey, there is something nearby. You know, I will say this. One thing I would appreciate about this game a little bit more, if you know, there were more people playing it, because, not gonna lie, the fact that there's like no help in this game anymore, but I mean, then again, it's also like 4 years old at this point. Yeah, no, I'm not.
You don't need to check this message, but I'm sending you the updated promo link. Yes.
Okay. Okay. I gotta maintain my HP basically for the rest of this fight. Oh, no, well, I'm dead because I haven't Scarlet Rotted. God damn it. Okay, I don't think... This is one of the reasons why I'm just like... I don't like Kaled. Its entire reliance on the status effect that is Scarlet Rot is so annoying that you can't really play against it.
If you can't play against it, play with it.
There's no weaponry available to me right now that is able for me to, you know, use it. Like, it just isn't available right now. And that's, like, the unfortunate part. And so, as a result, I'm not going to be able to actually go get my runes back from that fight.
Oof.
So, it's... For me, it's a little annoying, right?
Yeah.
And like, and this is where also, like I was saying, like, there's no help available. Like, nobody's playing Elden Ring base really anymore unless they're playing like modded with their friends or, you know, stuff like that, right? And no, I did not go to the Grace just to respawn the Clean Rot Knight. Even though the Clean Rot Knights are a super cool enemy, and their great armor is awesome, and would be incredible to get a drop from. Okay. See if I can go grab the map at the bottom of this area before I die. Because I'm not, or if I can find some grace at the south side. Because that'd allow me to cure it off without having to without having to spend a bolus. Okay, there's the map. But where art thou, Grace? Danger dogs. Danger dog bird things. I wish I was joking, but this is what I meant by like some of the things I called mutant chihuahuas. You caught up to me going full speed on the horse. Excuse?
It's like, I just hate you that much. It doesn't matter.
Yep. Touch Grace. I'm just gonna watch them fight over there and get all the free runes from it.
Yay.
Yeah, because look at the fighting that's happening.
I see the HP bars moving around.
Yep. The other problem I'm having right now is I think this is the point where I think I have to find Blide before I do this fight coming up. Which that means I have to go to Sofra Well. Okay, this is one of those things where it's like, this game wants to scatterbrain you across this fucking world so hard sometimes.
It's like, heh, boy, bend over.
In a lot of ways, yeah. Bless you, honey.
I was gonna say, oh, that's another sneeze, isn't it?
Yep.
Bless you, Lord.
I need to. So now that I'm here, I have to go find Blide in this underground area. I might as well just do Ronnie's quest at this rate. You know? Because Ronnie's quest is good stuff. Leads to a lot of really good rewards anyways.
Yeah.
Turn on my lantern, because this area is bullshit for seeing sometimes. But I have to find him in somewhere in this region, which will give me a little bit more time before I have to go to Caelid, because I know after I find him here, I think I have to go talk to Saluvis, and then I have to go find and I can just kind of one-shot a lot of these things right now, which is really nice. Because I remember the first time I came to this area, I was not ready for it. And I was only doing like 20 or 30 damage a pop to these guys. And now I'm able to do like, it takes me a little bit, a couple chunky hits, but you know. But I would rather take a couple chunky hits and take care of them easily than to suffer. And with some good timing, I can take out a big swath of them like that. Oh, right. Bubble Sorcerer. Forgot about you. Yeah, also, the last time I was doing a serious attempt at streaming this game, was a couple years, was like maybe last year, the year before. Where Outlaw and I were doing the permanent co-op mod, and we got screwed in this area so many times. Like, we got double grabbed by these guys. I think they're officially called Shagan by the Elden Ring community, but that's what I'd like to call them. Because they make me think of fishmen. Also, this is, I think, the only place in the game to get dew-kissed herbs. So it's just like, okay, might as well grab them while I have the chance, right? There's a chest up there. I should go get it. But I was mentioning this, and I was agreeing this with a viewer last night about with a name by the name of Ananta. I have a lot of agreements in the fact that I think Elden Ring is too big. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, don't get me wrong, I think it's great that there's a game on this scale and made by a quality publisher who knows what they're doing and obviously wants to show, you know, love and appreciation for people, and, you know, I could keep going on, right? And I have no mana, so they just let me do the attack without the fire. There we go. There we go. Assassination. Nope. You're the one getting assassinated, bud. But the thing is like this game, it also, compared to the other Souls games, it's not nearly as linear as you're obviously saying you wander and do stuff. And I do think it loses a lot of what made Elden Ring feel, made the Dark Souls games feel like Dark Souls games. But simultaneously, it's something that was kind of needed, because they have these deep, lore-heavy worlds that you just aren't allowed to be in, if that makes sense. Like, you're able to, like, walk through it on a limited tour, but you're not really allowed to be in the world. Right? And that the inability to explore the world has caused a lot of issues, because, like, you hear about, like, places and things and events that have happened. You cannot go visit the sites where they happened, lest you know, fall out of the world, because that's not been made. And because they really do have this nasty habit of not making a direct sequel to the game to, you know, further explore it or explain things, there's just no way for you to ever go back. So, for example, like, if we talk about the land of Lordran from Dark Souls 1, you don't get to see any more of Lordran ever again until the big surprise twist in Dark Souls 3. But even at that point, you're talking, like, hundreds of hours, but simultaneously, it's still not the same, it's not the same place. You know? It's not the same place, it's not the same, it's supposed to be the same world, but they don't make it the same world. You know?
So it's kind of like going back to your hometown after it's been bombed out.
In a sense.
That much of a difference?
In a sense.
Like, some of the sites are the same, some of the landscape is the same, but everything's just too different.
Everything's too different, and then on top of that, what they expect of you to do with it is just suck it up and move on. Whoops, and I just completely whiffed. That's fine. But there's nothing to truly connect it in a way that makes sense, other than just a place or a name, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about an area that has had literal thousands of years worth of lore into it, and you were not allowed to see or experience or really, like, have the ability to process it. You see where it's kind of like, okay, what's going on?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, it's on the other side. I'm just trying to grab these runes that I had, and then Just see if I can find Blade sooner than later. And they're up on the ledge. Okay. Good to know. And so when you have Elden Ring going on, right? They call it the lands between. And I get it. It's supposed to be kind of like, haha, it's the lands between our main series games, right?
Thank you.
Hey, Dragon King, thank you for the resubscribe. Go get some sleep, man. Yeah, but we'll be around. But yeah, definitely go get some rest, dude. I understand you've been having a long series of days lately. But anyways, as I was trying to say, like, so they put this idea of that this is the lands between their games, right? Anybody from anywhere can wander over here and end up here, right?
Yeah.
And with, like, for example, with Night Rain, you clearly have characters based on Sekiro, on Bloodborne, on all of these different ideas without directly being conceptually one-to-one, right? But you can see it. But at the same time, they're so deeply rooted in Elden Ring's own lore that it's like, okay, how do you reconcile this? And I can understand, well, they're separate series. You're not supposed to. Okay, fair. But simultaneously, then that begs the question, why do you have Moonlight?
Well, I see it kind of like
I know Moonlight's supposed to be an Easter egg from Kingsfield and their first games, right? I wholeheartedly understand that one. But
put into the lore of their games because it's like tradition.
Oh, well, yeah, it is tradition for them at this point to add Moonlight, but it's in that same vein of feeling of like, how are you meant to receive it, right? And so Elden Ring kind of so my thing becomes like Elden Ring becomes this kind of game where you're meant to explore it completely, but it's not really feasible to do that in a reasonable manner, you know?
Well, here's how I see it. It like everybody's experience with anything is subjective, right?
Right.
You're gonna take it how you take it, and people, because you're creative, people are creative, and they're gonna make connections where they see possible connections sometimes, right?
Yeah.
They don't necessarily have to be logical, but it's like, hey, I see a reoccurring theme, therefore I think these things are associated with each other, you know? So I think that's pretty much what's happening.
Yeah, in a lot of ways that is happening, and it's a completely valid point. I would like to, maybe it's just me.
You would like it to be narratively cohesive, and it would fulfill that itch you have because you keep thinking about it, right?
Well, it's that, but also the idea is that, like, we 100%. I know, like, From Software is working on what Night Rain is meant to be right now, with a new developer or a new director in charge. Let me be specific on that. It's a new director in charge, rather than Miyazaki. The person in charge of the Dark Souls games for the longest time, right?
Okay.
The thing I'm pointing out though is, right, with how big Elden Ring is, it doesn't feel interesting, right? Mm-hmm. It doesn't feel like you filled the world like with narratively interesting places. You feel like places you've had to ask questions, but there's nothing to explain them. Meanwhile, the world of Dark Souls is not near the Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, in my opinion, aren't nearly big enough and give you the questions, but no way to explore them. Does that make sense?
I mean, I agree. You're looking for a deeper enrichment of storytelling and world building.
And
That's
I'll be honest, these guys are very good at it. These guys are very good about trying to make sure their world building is deep and cohesive and filling and all that. But simultaneously, there's a line where size and all that doesn't justify I'm just making sure there's no traps here. The size of the game doesn't justify necessarily the quality. You know?
I agree with that statement in game design. Because one game where the areas in the world were small but dense, and what I mean by dense is stuff to do, right? Little stories that link into each other.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Deus Ex series.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the stages are small, self-contained most of the time, but they're dense. And not only that, but what you do in one part of the world, you'll get like a security code that will unlock someplace somewhere else. Or,
right.
Yeah. There's all these little things, especially in the first Deus Ex. They had all these little things that could happen if you were paying attention and seeking the little tidbits of information left around.
Right.
It's like, ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. And then you'll get to a wall and you're like, oh, but I know what's on the other side, but there's no more pieces of candy. And then the piece of candy trail picks up in a whole entirely different level or after a side story or a side mission. And you're like, ooh, now I could go back on that, go back there, but now I got this new trail of candy. It's that I think is narratively engaging. And sometimes some games have it, some games don't. Some games are built that way. Others are just like a sandbox of do whatever you want.
Oh, I just got bullied so hard right there. No, well, see, there's that, right? But a comparison of a game of similar sizing as this, right? But feels so much more narratively dense and more interesting is Cyberpunk 2077.
Ooh, I played that on release day.
Don't get me wrong, there was some scuff with that game, right?
No. Even in its scuff state, I will agree, there's a lot in there. There's a lot in there.
And the thing is,
there's some places that are just empty. The only thing to do is fight gangs. That's it.
I mean, yeah, no.
There's some places that are narratively dead.
But they're narratively dead in a way that the world building has set up to explain.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to remember their damn names. The mech face guys, that gang. Damn it.
Oh god, I know what you're talking about.
They like to Borg themselves out, right?
Right.
So, if you're in their territory long enough, and it gets into nighttime, they have flaming car barricades, right? At nighttime, and there is no real reason for them to actually do that, and it kind of feels to me, right? It feels there was supposed to be a bigger event where they were setting up roadblocks for a gang war or something like that, right? But they didn't complete it. They didn't complete it because it felt like those roadblocks were checkpoints, right?
Right.
And it felt like you could have done more with it instead of just making it an annoying obstacle because we want you to get out and shoot these guys in the face, I mean, sure, it's cool. If that's what you just want to do with that, that's cool. But it really did feel hey, this is a checkpoint. You got to get past it because there's somewhere else you got to go. I mean, sure, if you're going to the Titan Cruise,
right,
the music place, right? If you're going there, then yeah, those barricades are annoying and yeah, it impedes your progress. So there's a purpose. But it feels like there was a greater purpose than just, yeah, we're gonna light some cars on fire and just block people. If they were like saying stuff like, oh yeah, you know, like if they didn't go hostile right away and they were just like, hey, pay us to get through, right?
Right.
Then there would have been like it's a very small detail, but it would have been a narrative detail of why that gang is, you know, putting flaming cars in the middle of the road to block traffic. You know, just a very small tweak. You know.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to remember a game. System Shock 2. There's one piece of narrative information that's in the game files, but you cannot find it in the game. And it would have made the game narratively and mechanically make sense at the same time. And the reason why the reason why in that game is that weapons you use degrade very quickly if they're like ranged weapons, right?
Right.
So melee weapons never lose durability, but ranged weapons will. And you lose it surprisingly fast in that game. And the narrative reason for that, which is not in the game, it's like I said, it's in the text files, but you can't actually access it within the game itself, right?
Right.
There was supposed to be a narrative story data pad that explains that in the final events before the ship got taken over,
Right.
they released nanobots that would degrade weapons, like ranged weapons, right? And you know, that's what's floating around in the atmosphere is nanobots that are literally eating guns and plasma rifles and stuff like that, right? So that's the narrative reason why mechanical guns, there's a reason why I say mechanical guns, degrade so much quicker in, you know, narratively. But like I said, that little piece of information is not in the actual game and it's buried in the code.
Dragonic.
If they would have had that data pad somewhere, it would have tied the game to make sense narratively and mechanically instead of being pained in the ass saying, why is my gun breaking all the damn time?
Well, see, not just that, right? But there's also, like, you can take on top of that. Like, oh, shit. Oh. I missed my jump badly. But, one of the things I was saying about, like, with Cyberpunk, even, like, with the updates that have happened to it since, right? They've added things like active vehicle chases that happen. They've built up the world. They've made it feel more and more interesting. They've made the time and made the effort to make that world come alive.
The Liberty City update.
Not just I haven't played the Liberty City update. I probably want to do a fresh playthrough.
That is the Liberty City update.
Oh, okay. Well, see, there you go. I want to do a fresh playthrough specifically and be like, hey, yeah, no, I want to go through it again.
The Liberty City update added the random chases that can happen in the city. Sometimes you're just walking on foot and one of these chases pass you by with NCPD right behind them. And it's like, whoa, or two rival gangs, you know? And it's like, oh, hey, that's cool. You know? And yeah, that's part of the Liberty City update. You know,
well, see, there's not just that, but like
that.
But that's part of it, right? It's they've taken the time to make their world more and more dense as time has gone on, right? And then
I mean, that game is dense. You could do a lot in a small area, if like in each of the hoods, like Watson and all that. Like, oof. But yeah, and there's also like stuff you could just find out in the wild and like, hey, why is this corpse here? Why is there good loot on this body? You know, you're like, what is this?
Come on,
right?
game, don't do that to me. Okay. The thing is that with him being your biggest mobility in this game, I love what Night Rain did to fix that. But I think this damn goat just trapped me. But my thing is like so you take all of that with Cyberpunk, right? Having this even considering launch, right? Just the launch version. You have a game that has designed itself. We're doing pretty good. We're just talking about like narrative depth in games and everything. Where Elden Ring is so large and has so many questions available to it, but the narrative depth is only accessible when you play all the side quests. And those side quests are so far and spread out between each other and so difficult to personally locate that some of them are still being found, for context. It's not a feel good because they're so spread out over the world. You know? Because like, for example, just for this current example, right? I need retrieve my lost runes. Thank you. What about a game like Titan Quest? I don't think I've played Titan Quest, so I wouldn't be able to give you a fair conversation about it. See, okay, there's something up there.
I haven't played Titan Quest either, so I have no valid opinion.
I've played the game and have yet to complete it. The thing is, like, when you take everything that's here in Elden Ring, right? There are still things that are being found, which, don't get me wrong, absolutely fascinating for that design space, that there's still things being found 4 years later that are narrative. Just because you do one thing instead of another. You do this instead of that. You do this combination of weird fucking tech. Right? But you're not gonna find that without, like, a lot of it you're not gonna find without a guide. I'm just gonna say it like that. Like, most of that is not going to be found without a guide, right?
Yeah. Like, there's another one I could bring up, and that's Witcher 3.
Which, see, and okay, so that was my next comparison. That was literally going to be my next comparison.
Hey, we both knew that was on the train tracks of discussion.
Because, so, combining all of this conversation, right? Witcher 3 is a very narratively dense game. These stories and the quests in that game feel so rewarding and interesting to find and discover and do. Right?
Exactly.
But you're not... Dude... Okay. So... Witcher 3, in the sense of what we're talking about, right, has a really nice balance of the size of the world compared to the narrative story that's being told, right? They genuinely try to fill it with things that matter while also not trying to make it too big, but allow you to experience the travels of Geralt. So it combines this narrative of you are going to be traveling, right? You are a Witcher, you go from city to city, place to place, and you do things to get gold. Okay. Right? It feels narratively important for you to travel, right? Because there are things you can only find if you are traveling, right? There are stories that can only be told because you're on the road, right?
I have a question. How long did you stay in the starting zone before moving on? There's that much to do in the starter newbie zone.
I think I spent like 15 hours.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing, right?
There was just that much to do, like threads to pull at. If you know, if you're like, I'm interested in that, let's go. You know, and I think that's a great structure overall. But you need a high level of narrative skill to pull that off. You know,
and
not just
that's the other thing.
but,
It's
you know,
you have to earn that narrative skill as for perception for the conversation, right? You have to learn. You effectively have to pull out all the threads and learn how to do that stuff by, being a gamer, I'll be honest. But realistically, like, seriously trying to think about it, you don't have to do nearly as much as a completionist or someone who loves that world has to do to experience that game to its, a feel good completion, right?
Excuse me. What did they just give me?
What happened?
Oh.
You good?
They just gave us a SSR guarantee ticket in Pretty Derby.
Oh, really? What happened?
I just don't know. It was in my box. And
You
I'm
know
like,
what?
Oh. It's a SSR guaranteed debut ticket.
Okay, so let me touch this grace. Let me pop it open real quick. I can pop it open on my phone. But the thing is, like, with all of that, taking that Witcher comparison in mind, if the starting area has 15 plus hours of content, huh?
It's a support, just to let you know.
Oh, that's fine. That's perfectly fine.
So it's not. Yeah, it's not a trainee, but it's a support. So not.
That's perfectly fine. I literally just got some stuff. Unfortunately, when I first played The Witcher 3, it was a pirated copy. I did finish it. I had bought the full game since, but I completed the pirated game before being able to buy it. No longer play the bot game due to having finished the game. Yeah, I understand that.
Hey, no, that's legit. I've played pirated software and then bought the actual game and never owned the console.
Oh yeah, no.
I've done that. Yeah. Because I never owned a DS, right? I never owned a DS.
Ow.
I owned the original Game Boy, but I never owned a DS, so I would play emulator, and in Game Boy Advance as well, right? But I would still buy the games that I actually played. Like if I played a game just to see how it was, and I was like, okay, I'm not into it. But there was a few like Mega Man Zero series. I bought the cartridges even though I didn't own the system.
I mean, yeah.
And people are like, "What? That's dumb." But I'm like, "No, hey, it was worth my money." Like, sure, I didn't want to buy the hardware, but I still bought the cartridges. And the only reason why I never owned like a Game Boy Advance is I was way more into PC gaming at the time. So I'd rather play it on emulator.
But so this ultimately kind of boils back down to what I was talking about before, right? You could spend 15 hours in Witcher's opening chapter, right?
Yep.
But I've already spent almost 30 hours in this game, and most of it has been spent walking.
Yeah.
But the game doesn't give you, and I don't say this because, oh my god, the games have to hold my hand. I want to make that a little bit of slightly different, right? Dragonic, if you were here when I was doing my Witcher 3 playthrough, I did 100% of the Gwent cards. Like, I had a moment where I was going, cards, and everything, right? You good?
Yes. Yes, I am.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you if that was the case.
No. My Daiwa is a 3-star now.
Who is?
Daiwa is now a 3-star.
Nice.
Now I could focus on more supports from here on out.
Yeah, I have a my SSR was the Enos Fujin card.
Plus, I have Day One's unique outfit now.
Nice.
Yay!
But
Because she's now 3-star. Anyway.
But the thing is, like with Witcher, your wanderings reward you. Like they actually feel rewarding,
Yeah.
right?
You know what's funny is when you're just going around being a tramp, right? And
Right.
you're just going around. You get to a place where you're like, hey, this place is cool. There's some nice loot here and everything like that. And then you go back to like the closest town, and then there's a quest associated with that area. And you're like, oh, cool, I can go back. And there's new stuff.
Right.
There's new stuff. Even though you just
Strange
figured it out.
Seasons. Thank you for following. Welcome in, Raiders. We're talking about narration and stuff about narrative density in games and such. Welcome in. If you have not met me before, my name is Sagrel. I'm one of the two owners of the Cafe d'Arcadia. My wife Lorelai, she's somewhere in the back, and I'm right now playing with my friend Dev, and we're having a conversation.
Well,
How
I'm
are you
just in
all
the
doing?
call.
What were you guys playing?
Right. I'm gonna take this opportunity to be right back.
Yeah, no, go take care of yourself, Dev, please. Ow. Let's get to the other well. Heal. Get off the horse so I have a lower profile. Okay, shimmy. Please make sure you are taking care of yourself after stream. I know you may, oh, you're playing Dune. You're playing the Dune game. Let's see. Stone Sword. I was playing Dune. I don't know if you played it, but I've seen a good chunk of it. I just haven't. I don't have it yet. This is currently in my limited levels run. We were just. We're only allowed 3 levels per boss we kill. So I haven't beat Radon yet. I just beat Renala. And I could go up to the Atlas Plateau, but I wanted to stop by and say hi to Blade. Or Blide. Or Blade, however you want to say. I have gotten further in this game before, but it's one of those things where it's just like we were having time to fight Valstrax, right? But we were having a conversation about narrative density and how one of my opinions that I've had after having a conversation about it in a couple different ways is Elden Ring, despite being a quality game for Dark Souls and all that, definitely feels super empty. Like, there's a lot of wandering, there's a lot of emptiness, everything's out to kill you, and it doesn't feel like there's much you can do sometimes, other than just try to find where the next major boss is. Unless you kind of know what you're doing for the story. And as a result, it does make it feel... Oh, Magic Giant. Mr. Giant, I do not wish to be blown up. Can I stop locking on just for a moment? Thank you. Thank you. For trying to fireball me in the face. Oh, and come on. You fell in a way I can't get to you. There you go. I'm really stuck on the next boss castle. Yeah, I can understand that. So it like this. So my conversation became like finding out where the next boss is, where to go, what place is safe for you to engage in, right? What is expected of you in the current status of your world. where are you, what will lead you down to the path that you need to progress. Right? And like this, for example, is a perfect example of like, this is not a completely optional area. Like, this area is completely optional. But I'll show you my map in a minute. Okay, hold on. Come on. There we go. Critical hit. Get the big 5k damage. Probably only for a bunch of arrows. Yeah, a bunch of big ol' arrows. But like, for example, this is my map right now. And realistically, the game wants me to find a way to, one, get up onto this side of the map of Liurnia and go explore over here. It wants me to take on Radon. And it wants me to go up to Atlas Plateau, which is up here past, I believe the boss is called the Magma Worm. But it's a very vertical dungeon exploring. But the game doesn't really direct you there. It doesn't really try to get you to those locations without some more information or more exploration. But sometimes that exploration is very hit or miss. Because, like, this entire example will come to talk to the giant pot that would be Link's wet dream. You have a situation where this is optional content. And I don't mean optional as in, like, oh, you could. No. This is truly 100%, like, the point of this thing. Like, you're not really meant to fight this thing. Well, you're meant to fight it. That's its design purpose. But it's also like hard to I'm trying to think of how to phrase it. The exploration in this game doesn't give you much direction outside of what the graces point you to. But when your graces point you south, and then point you north, but then also point you east, it doesn't help direct a player who's not used to this kind of engagement. Yeah, so like I'm right now just kind of finding ways to where I can go do something. Is this 3v1? I'm not gonna be able to do this. You moonlight wielding motherfucker. Oh, well. I deserve this death. I deserve that death. Oh, no. Go get some rest seasons, please. Thank you for coming by and raiding us. And I don't think there was a grace near here. There was not. Are the giants? No, that's going south. I need to go north. You good, love? Okay. Magic Archer's back. How much are you worth, actually? Let's see, you are probably worth like, what maybe 1,000? 1,700. It's not a bad amount. But I do need to go get the rest of my runes back. Give me your toes. I want to knock you off balance. Let me around, let me around, let me around. No!
Wow, I have returned.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I had to go fetch a brand new mouse because the old one started dying.
Oh no.
Like, there's this specific brand of mouse where the physical size of it is perfect. I
Nice.
just do not like that it's not the best build quality. It's fine build quality. And not only that, but I have so many copies of this physical mouse that I actually scavenge parts and rebuild them.
Yeah.
So
I think
So,
just
yeah.
kind of like the summary of the whole thing is like Elden Ring spends a lot of its time just directing you almost nowhere and expects you, well, make your own adventure. And for some people, that's perfectly fine. In fact, it's what people want sometimes. But simultaneously, in a situation like where they don't give you clear direction of what's meant to be your next encounter, or what's meant to be your next, like, your next boss, the grace guidance on the map does not really help you, right? Because it just points a direction. I need to go. So I'm right. Like I said, I'm right now doing I'm doing the Ronnie quest. So I need to go talk to Seluvis. Game looks as you wander around until you find something relevant or interesting, pretty much. Because right now, like, to try to do Ronnie's quest, I have to basically do a lot of errand running, and people, you would run to Seluvis if you're doing Ronnie's quest because you would have met Ronnie. You know? Because you're all the way up here in the north side of Liurnia. But if you've already beaten Radahn at this point, you're SOL for doing Ronnie's quest because now you've already pushed the game past the point of no return. You know? So there's no way for you to engage in Ronnie's quest if you've already beat Radahn.
it's a hard lockout.
And like this guy will lock you out of progressing the quest unless you accept his.
The only thing I have enough. Well, the the task was left not only are you... Well, now's as good as... There's a glintstone saucer...
Selin in Limgrave.
I asked her to... I'll write you a letter of it.
Hey. So because he's that level of dickwad, right? So now you have to go do his quest simultaneously. Which I'm gonna make sure I sabotage, because the thing is you can find a way to sabotage his quest and it'd be funny as hell. You know? Because you can go, so he wants you to give the potion to Nefeli Lu. That Nefeli basically will mind break her and turn her into a plaything for him. Kind of fucked up, huh?
Yeah.
You can talk to her dad here.
Receive the wisdom, then I bid you well. I am known as Gideon Ofnir, as a tarnished who wishes to stand before the Elden Ring and become Elden Lord.
You can say, hey, Saluva's given this potion for your daughter. Is there a way for me to administer this without fucking her up?
As such,
right?
I ask that you remain constant.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't know to do that unless you talk to every NPC that you've ever met along the way of every step, right?
So dialogue
Yeah.
flags.
And
Dialogue flags. Yay.
And like this is the only guy that tells you any information about any of the bosses you have to go look for.
Queen of the full moon, ruler of Rhea Lucaria's academy.
Oh yeah, Saluvus is one of Ronnie's servants. Yes, Matsu. Right. So I've already beat Godric, and I've already beat Renala. But Morgott, Rykard, and Radahn are in different parts of the map. And that's one of the big things. Radahn is down in Caitlin, which I could go encounter him now if I wanted. Rykard is in an area I haven't been to yet in this file. And Morgott is in the city of the Erdtree, which is far, far harder than anywhere else in the game at the moment. So it's bad, you know?
Is that
So,
potion what I think it is?
So you can hear what the potion is?
I suppose he's up to something again.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I won't interfere. You go ahead and do what you must. The Round Table has no code to speak of. But
Sorry, my cat wants attention.
I ask you this.
No, you're fine. Meow, 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 meow.
Ow! Okay, she wants biting attention.
Mm-hmm.
We can't get one over on the bastard.
So here's what Gideon basically...
basically.
And this is an example of, like, once you have the different areas you can travel to and all that, this is an example of what I was talking about, where you have really good narrative talking points, but they're so sparsely spread out. You go to Ronnie's Rise. You go to Chauffeur Well, and you find Blide. Blide goes, I'm seeing the city, but I can't reach it. Let's ask Saluvus for help. You speak to Saluvus. Saluvus says, okay, well, I need you to do this potion thing for me, but then I'll introduce you to Selin. Selin is a sorcerer you can encounter really early in the game, or never at all until this point, because she's hiding in the bottom of an optional dungeon. It's annoying. But here, you can talk to Gideon and be like, oh, well, Gideon's Nefeli Lu's dad, and so Gideon's like, okay, well, do what you have to do, I understand. I'm not going to hold it against you if you drug my daughter, effectively. But he then goes, however, Saluvus is a dick waffle. Do you want to get back at him?
Good. I'll dispose of
And
the
then
potion myself.
I do this.
You go and see Selinus, but don't give anything away. Just tell him that you tricked your mark into drinking the potion, as planned. Despite knowing next to bloody nothing, he's so far up his own arse he won't suspect a thing. His inevitable display of arrogance will certainly be a sight to behold.
Mm-hmm. So now I could go back to Saluvus and say, hey, bud, by the way, potion's been given, right? Even though it hasn't been given to, you know, who he wants. Right?
I told you I'd given the potion. I just didn't say to who.
No. His instruction was give the potion to Nefeli Lu. So I said, well, by the spirit of the words, I gave it to Nefeli Lu's dad.
Like,
well, see, the thing is, Metsu, if you didn't talk to him, he wouldn't know that you could spike his daughter's drink and then you know, hand him over to a creepy mage in the middle of fuck all nowhere to turn her into a mind broken magic experiment slave. Right? So, me being the happy little fae that I am, decided to use my happy little fae words and say, I totally gave it to Nefeli Lu's dad.
So you made well done. You are a touch more useful than I had thought. Very well. Knowledge of the sorcerous arts and of the tutelage, I doubt much of it will lay within if you put your mind to it. You wish to be well.
All right. And the thing is, this presumptuous dick waffle honestly has some really good spells. He has one of my favorite in the form of Carrion Phalanx, which summons a bunch of magic swords, and then you get to bonk people with it. So, now that I've set up all of that, right? I need to go talk to Selen. Because Selen knows stuff about Nokron. But, oh, also, the whole thing about Nokron, I'm so mad because Nokron's such a cool place and you learned fucking nothing.
There you are. Shall we commence the lesson? Well, Celavis is not a name I ever wanted to hear. But fine. The stars alter the fate of the Carian royal family.
Maybe it's a difference of perspective because I started as a coin-op kid in my video game journey, but I noticed that before internet, right? Making big scrolling games with secrets was kind of bad. And the reason why I say that is, you know, back then, just access to information about how complex a game could be is relatively constrained. You know, and a good example of that would probably be like some of the PS1 games that are actually really deep and big and have lots of cool hidden things. And you either needed like a strategy guide, or you figured it out on your own, or you never encountered these cool little side quests and stuff. You know,
everything kind of.
So, like, to me, you know, I don't mind that stuff is hidden for the seekers. You know, because it kind of harkens back that old school to me.
Oh, the thing I was complaining about isn't the bad that things are hidden for the seekers. I'm talking, you go there, you get the tiny bit of lore, the stars affect the fate of the Carian royal family. And then you just wander through, grab something, and leave. Are you cold?
AKA the Ubisoft method.
Then you'll get.
I'll be fine for a little while, honey. Trust me. I have the fan on up top, on the ceiling. I'll be fine. Okay. I understand. So.
You know.
Honey. Give me a little bit of time. Okay. I'll get off and come in bed soon. So. What my complaint was basically, how do I progress? Close the door and turn it off over there for a little bit. But the idea of Nokron, you don't really learn about. There's no like lore book. There's no there's like no lore book, there's no like bits and pieces and fragments of journals scattered around. There's nothing to explain Nokron. It's just there. Does that make sense?
Well,
It's an area to walk through. It's not an area to learn about.
well, see, to me that kind of feels like the original Metroid. And as much as the original Metroid's a cult classic, it doesn't tell you jack shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it does not tell you jack shit.
Oh,
I mean,
no,
there's
you're-
like
But that's a
invisible
limitation.
lava things and stuff like that. Well, no, there's literally times when you know, like you wouldn't know it unless you actually like in frustration as a child or by accident you fall into a pit that's supposed to be filled with lava, but no, it's a false pit.
Mm-hmm.
And you could actually go under it, or you curl up into a bomb and you just start blowing things up out of frustration because you know you're supposed to go this direction, but you can't go anymore. So you roll into a bomb, start laying a bunch of bombs, and then you blow up a brick, and you're like, oh. Like, some of that game's charm is the exploration and finding it out on your own, but there's like no real guidance in the original Metroid, and it could be really frustrating.
Oh, no. And Metroid and Super Metroid by extension has that same issue. Right.
Super Metroid is a million times better.
Oh,
You
it's-
actually get a map.
Oh, no, it's much
You
better.
actually get a save. You actually get a save function.
But-
you can select weapons.
No, but this is what I'm getting at, right? Even if we use Super Metroid as our metric, or Metroid as that same metric, there's a difference
Yeah.
between there's actually zero information given to you, and the idea, the conceptual idea that you have an entire scenario where all right, Dragonic, you have a good night. It's fine. Yeah, no, go ahead, especially after last night, Dragonic.
Go get rest.
Yeah. No, the thing the thing is, like, Metroid 1 had its limitations, but it told you in the manual that was given with it, the little book manual for the game. It told you what was going on. It tried to help you. It tried to give you something, right? It tried.
Well, yeah, I understand like you could like the hardware limitations at the time. Right? I fully accept that, and the programming and all that. I acknowledge it, but I'm saying that when you go through certain sections, there's no storytelling except for the environment. And the environment itself is a piece of storytelling. You don't need to talk to NPCs. You don't need to have like blurbs. Like the best example of this is in Super Metroid, where you go through the ghost ship.
Mm-hmm.
That's fully narrative. There's like nothing to talk. Where did this ship come from or anything? Yeah, it's a crashed ship. You could speculate where it came from all you want.
No,
But,
no.
why
I think
there-
you're missing the one thing. Unlike the ghost ship, where there's the environmental storytelling, Nokron is just there.
Well, I could make the same argument that the crashed ship is just there. It serves no purpose except for being a set dressing.
Well, the trade-off with the crashed ship is that you recognize it as a crashed ship. You recognize that you have to turn its power systems back on. You have to, in order to do that, you have to deal with the ghosts that are haunting it. You build that up. Nokron, all it gets is that because the stars are stopped, you can't access it. And now that you can access it, walk through and find the boss at the end. Everything else about Nokron that you ever find out about it is repeating the same things. It's not giving you anything to understand what Nokron was, what it was about, who might have lived there. You kind of get what I'm saying? Like, we get that you could say the same thing about the ghost ship where you don't get a whole lot of that. But simultaneously, in that same vein, you understand that this is a hostile you already have the setup that it's a hostile planet, it's a hostile encounter where nothing's going to survive without the level of skill that Samus has. Or the technology that Samus has in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
But with Nocron,
that's only if you know Samus's backstory, though. If you're just blind playing through it, it's like I'm doing the same thing that I did in Brinstar and in Ridley's Lair. I'm just shooting aliens.
But the thing, but my comparison here then is like, with the dev's intention of trying to tell that narrative story, Super Metroid does a lot better of explaining the ghost ship than From Software does it at explaining Nocron.
So yeah, I haven't played Nocron, so I can't exactly tangibly know, right?
Well, no, I understand how you couldn't know.
But the reason why I'm doing all of this conversating is I'm trying to understand your point of view more by getting alternate points of view.
Yeah.
Pulling a little bit more information out of you.
Another kind of example would be like the fact that you have Nocron set up as this big, super large and heavily important area. And then it just isn't.
Did you ever play the original Stalker video game on PC?
Stalker, no, I never had the chance to.
Oh. Yeah, I bought that because people were like, if you like System Shock 2, check out Shadow of Chernobyl. Stalker. Okay. Picked it up, and I was like, what is this mess of a game at first, right? And then I was starting to get it.
Right.
Like, oh, now I'm getting it. Because the basic story is the zone happened, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it's based on some books, but I'm not too familiar with the books. So, like, in the zone, it's like some kind of crazy experiment, and now there's like reality bending podcasts. But one of the things that makes narrative sense without any explanation is that there's a small military base on the outer edge of the zone, and it's like, oh, it makes sense. It's to prevent people from coming in or getting out.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Big guy.
He's one of the biggest fights in this game that a lot of people struggle with. I'm not gonna front about that. I know some people have one-shot him, but he's rough.
But yeah, like, that's why I'm trying to understand.
So to kind of explain it right, you're walking. I don't know further. I'm trying to think of a way to explain it in a way that makes to help you understand. Okay.
Is it a random shed in a field where you do one thing and that's it? There's nothing else?
Pretty much. And they try to build it up outside of the area as this big, massive, mysterious place. And it ends up being just a shed in the middle of the fucking woods at one point.
Hey, at least it was not an old man in a cave saying press A to grab your destiny.
That's pretty much what was actually happening. Yeah, because there's literally a thing there. And I just died because I drank the wrong potion.
Oof.
Yeah, but like that's just like the thing, right? They try to like say they're like, as I mentioned, like they're like Nocron is this mysterious place that's off in the distance. I can't reach it. Go talk to Saluvis. Well, talk to Selin. Selin, the stars control the fate of the royal family, and Radon is keeping them frozen. Once you defeat Radon, you'll be able to go to Nocron. Right?
So it ended up being like a hyped up place your friend likes to eat at, and then when you get there and you order what they like, you're disappointed.
It kind of. Like,
like that's why I will agree with you. That's a narrative fail. If you build up a location or a person or an event, right, to have been critical, it needs to have lasting impact or an actual narrative, tangible relevance instead of just being a location.
And the other the thing that I was getting frustrated like with how this world tries to build up all of this story in interesting bits and pieces. They do this, and then nothing's explained about this mysterious, this effectively the shed in the wood ass place, because
it might as
if
well
it's
just be
so
the rest
narratively
stop on
important,
the
why is it not explained? Right?
Why is it basically a bathroom on the interstate?
Right.
You know, you go, you shit, you leave. Like, you never leave a location or an event, like narratively speaking. You never do that to something you're building up. You know.
All right, here's the Valstrax part of the fight.
Whoop. I'm watching.
I still got one shot. Damn it. Okay, one more try before I stop for the night. And I'll just save and quit here because I'm just like, after yesterday's really long stream, I'm just gonna take it a little bit. I'm gonna cut it a little bit shorter tonight.
You should.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm a little sad. I'm not gonna be able to play.
Not be able to play what?
Code Vein with you again anytime soon.
I know, right? Not until 2 comes out, right?
Well, I mean, unless you want to hit the DLC, that just gives me time to play Code Vein by myself to catch up.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like not something we have to do immediately, even though I'm going to be having a lot more spare time. Ooh. I swear, the back of your ass. Oh. Dude, you just got burger flipped and then smashed.
Can you use your legally distinct secret to run from the meteor? I don't think so. I can try. Ow. Okay. He's engaging the other people so I can actually spend the time summoning people. Oh, you didn't summon? Come on. I missed my opportunity. Alright. Can I find their summoning signs up here somewhere? There we go. Lock. Get those extra summons out. Ow. Down you go.
Nice. I was like, I'm gonna shut up and let you focus.
Okay. Hello there, Kimi Mira. We're wrapping up stream right here with the fight against Radon. Welcome in, everybody. And Golden
Welcome,
Nova.
Raiders.
Welcome in, everybody. We're getting ready to wrap up stream. But thank you all for coming by. My name is Sagro, if you haven't met me before, and I am one of the 2 cafe owners here. But, yeah.
I'm a guest.
The stars are finally moving. How's it going? Yep. However, like I said, I will be wrapping up stream in just a little bit because I did a long 8-hour stream until like 2 a.m. in the morning yesterday. And I'm still feeling it. So I'm going to wrap up and go to bed soon. So I'm going to make sure there's not a Grace floating around out here. Yeah, which there is. It's fine, Kimi. Forgot the welcome in. Hi, Blood.
Good. I was waiting for you. I was so waiting for you.
Welcome in, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna go raid Violet. After this, Violet is doing replay night. She's been out of internet for like 3 or 4 days now, and she's finally getting back to being able to do anything. I'm doing pretty good right now, Nova. Like I said, I'm feeling the exhaustion from yesterday still, so I'm going to go take it. I'm going to take an early night this time. So, touch Grace. But yeah, I have my Sword of Night and Flames. That means I am 3 more levels at least deeper in the hole of stuff I need to go take care of. We're gonna bring up my mind a little bit so I have more FP. That was 3 levels. I didn't have to get more. Hey. Alright. But with that being said, guys, let me get us over there. Let me get the raid started. We're gonna bring everybody over there. So, Raid Train. So, as I said, we will see you guys tomorrow. It's gonna be my free game day, so I don't know what I'm gonna play, but I'm gonna play something. So we'll see you guys. Bye bye.